want you back for a call back for the audition. We're going to send you to a dialect coach. The next day I went to a dialect coach. I got I had him put it on a cassette, came home, memorized it, went back in, got the part. 2 days later, I was sent to Hawaii for 9 days. I could not believe it. I was in Hawaii. I was and you see, everybody in America knew what Magnum PI was, but I didn't know anything about it because I'd only been doing stage, and you're busy 6 nights. You only have Monday night off. I didn't watch any TV. I knew nothing that was on TV. So when they told me I was going to Hawaii and a limousine was going to pick me up, I just thought, whoa. So it was very exciting. Very, very exciting. And then I only had to work 2.5 days out of 9, and they gave me a driver to drive me around the other days to see the sights. I mean, oh Lord, I knew I'd made the right move.
Can you still do the Russian accent?
I have done Russian many, 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 many times. Yes, I certainly can. What do you want me to say? You see, I sound Russian, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
I've had to do it so many times. In fact, I'm doing Russian. I'm doing East European in my elementary.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's amazing. Our last question.
Yep.
Do you still do stage and theater acting? Or?
Well, it's a good question because while I was in New York, my agent called and I had an offer to do a play. It sounded wonderful. It was a part I would want to do, but it was in Santa Barbara, which is 2 hours away.
Yeah.
And it would mean that basically I would be away from my husband for 7 weeks, and I would make like $550 a week. And I thought, that's not worth it for me. I don't need to. So for me to do a play, it has to really fit into my lifestyle.
Yeah.
So the last time I did one, I still love theater, but it has to fit in my lifestyle. The last one I did was, I think it was maybe it was 2005 or so. It was at the Taper Theater, which is the Mark Taper Theater. It's a wonderful, prestigious theater here in Los Angeles.
I've heard of that.
It is about. Yeah. I played Mrs. Candor in The School for Scandal, and it was with a very well-known director named Brian Bedford, a prestigious, lovely man, and a wonderful part, and so I did it. And then the same year, I also did The Sound of Music at the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Because that was a very unusual opportunity. And I just couldn't turn him down. To me, it was thrilling. But that was 10 years ago. So I don't do it that often. It has to be a really unique experience for me to want to do it.
Do you go to theaters and watch plays? Like, do you go to see plays?
All the time. All the time. We went just 2 days ago and saw Fun Home. It's the 5-time Tony Award-winning musical from 2016, I think. It might be 2015. It opened at the Amundsen down here near us, and we have season tickets, so we go to everything. We go. That's what I said about it. That's kind of what I meant about St. Louis. I love St. Louis, but it's a little too small. LA has every cultural advantage you could imagine, even though people who don't live here think of it as just warm weather and palm trees. We have every cultural advantage you can imagine. Great art, great botanical gardens, great zoo, great theater, on and great sports, everything.
Yeah, but like small towns like in St. Louis, you don't really have nowhere to go. Like in...
Well, are things. I mean, I go to St. Louis a few times a year, and my schedule's always jam-packed.
Yeah.
But if I lived there, it would not be jam-packed enough for me.
Yeah.
I really like to do a lot. So.
You said you.
Anyway, I could not have the career there. So.
Yeah.
You know, there's not enough theater. Or there's a film board, but it's small.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine. After I would do acting school in Mississippi, I probably would move somewhere,
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, to a bigger market. Well, you could go to Atlanta. There's a wonderful market there. And Chicago.
Yeah.
You could also go to New York. It's interesting. The industry's changed a lot, Trey. There are large pockets of film and theater communities all over now.
Yeah.
You don't have to come to LA or New York, but you could. You know what I mean? It could be a stepping stone. You could go to Minneapolis has one. Chicago has one. Philadelphia now has a good center for performing arts, for film and TV. And so you've got time to figure it out.
Yeah. I'm thinking of going to either Massachusetts or Pennsylvania. So.
Very good. Yeah. Bring a warm coat.
Yeah, it's chilly up there.
Yes, it is.
We have 8 minutes left. We could talk a little bit more if you want.
Okay. What do you want? Is there anything else you want to ask me?
You said you've traveled a lot. Where have you traveled? You like to travel, you said.
Oh, my dear, I do. I have a deep, deep passion for travel, and my family did take a few trips, but my passion is way greater than what my family could give me. So right when I finished graduate school, I took the money that I got from a scholarship, it was a cash scholarship, and I went to Europe for 3 months, and that was my first trip abroad, and I now have, oh my goodness, I'm just going to guess and say that I have been to, well, let's put it this way. In Europe, I've been to every country in Europe except Norway. And some of the locations, like London and Rome and Paris, I have been to as many as 6 times.
Wow.
So I like to travel a lot. But last year alone, I went to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Italy, Sicily, Turkey, Greece, England, France, Ireland, Northern Ireland, Washington, D.C., Dayton, Ohio, and Las Vegas.
My goodness.
That's last year. I know. I don't always travel that much, but this year I've already determined I'm going to take 9 trips.
I've traveled a good bit, and I haven't been out of America, but I've traveled to Tennessee, Missouri, Alabama. I live in Mississippi now. I'm from Louisiana.
Yep.
A lot of places. Florida, Texas, a lot of places.
Yep. That's pretty good, but you got about 42 more. I've been to 49 of the states, and I just have Alaska to go, and we booked a tour for July 2018. I put the deposit down just yesterday.
Bring a jacket. It's cold there too.
Yep. But it's going to be a good one because we'll only do it once, so it's 11 days.
Wow.
And we're going to take part ship and part land, And this year, the big trip is to go to South Africa for the month of November, which is their warm month. So,
yeah.
We're going.
You've been to Louisiana and Mississippi?
I have. I have. And I have a niece who is thinking of moving to Memphis. I have not been to Memphis. No. I've been to Memphis. She has not been to Nashville. She wants to move to Nashville. And I'm so excited that I'll have a reason to go. I want to go to Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
So I'm just using her as an excuse. Now, mind you, she's not going to move for 2 years. I like to plan. I have trips planned. I'm not exaggerating, Trey. I have trips planned all the way through the year 2021.
My Lord.
I know. People think I'm insane, but it gives me so much pleasure to daydream and think about these things. That I collect, articles, and I put them in a file, and,
Yeah. I can't think what I'm doing tomorrow, but...
I know. That's most people. And that's fine. It's just my brain works the other way. In fact, I told my husband on the way to church that I'd made a decision on a menu that I'm going to serve. Now, mind you, it's not until February 2018. But I've already decided what the menu is.
For
and
what?
I put it in my calendar. They said, "Oh, Lord, Marianne, it's probably going to change." I said, "Well, it may, but right now, it's written down. I don't have to think about it again." I can't help it, Trey. That's the way the brain works for me.
Yeah. I could think... I have stuff planned out. Tomorrow I do a radio show, and Tuesday, which is Mardi Gras for States, Mississippi.
Oh.
Yeah. And I have a
yeah.
Mardi Gras special on Tuesday.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So how many shows do you do a week, or does it vary?
It used to be 2, but now it varies. So
yeah, that's amazing.
I'm very busy at it. Next weekend I interview another actress. So.
And who is that?
She's a character actress. Her name is Linda Kenyon. I don't know if you heard of her, but
Kenyon or Kenny?
Kenyon.
I don't know her. Does she live in Los Angeles?
No, she lives in New Jersey.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't know her. At least I don't know her yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that. Then in April, I have interviews until May. So.
Oh my goodness. Well, you think ahead then.
Yeah.
You definitely think ahead. You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. For this kind of work.
Yeah, we've been trying.
Well, have I answered all your questions?
You have. You have.
Anything else you need to know?
No, I think that's it. Just a pleasure to have you on the show.
Oh, thank you, Trey. It's been a great pleasure to finally speak to you in person instead of over the internet. And I wish you continued success and much joy and happiness in your life and in acting.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Okay, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye. You have a good day.
Okay, you too. Bye.
And that was Miss Marianne Muller-Liley. As you can tell, she's very funny. I love that. It was just amazing. She'll be coming on the show probably again if she wants to. Next weekend, as I said, I'll be interviewing Miss Linda Kenyon, New Jersey character actress and voice actress. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for our regular show, and tune in Tuesday for our Mardi Gras. Thank you. I've really enjoyed this. I hope you have too. God bless and take care.